hope you're all doing well this morning. If you're here, please let me know. Just leave me a comment. I've got a fun card for you today. And I hope you'll enjoy it. So we'll wait just a couple seconds to see if anyone else joins. If you're here, please let me know. Rebecca. Hi, Yvonne. Thanks for joining this morning. I've got a fun card. Yes. And I just love this set because it is so manly. But it doesn't have to be either. So I've got something to show you for that too. Hi, Beth. Thank you for joining. Hi, Bunny. That's great. Great. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you all enjoyed today. I'm going to do something kind of fun. Well, I always do. It's fun to me. So, we might as well get started. There are probably a few others joining maybe, but I do want to get started because I don't like to keep you for a long time. But I'm going to show you this card. And the surprise is that look at that. Is that cute or what? This is an interactive card. Isn't that great? I just love it. I think it's so cute. I'll get it up here so you can see it. So these actually rotate. Isn't that fun? And I will show you, I'll walk you through everything and show you what I used to make them rotate. So, and give you a link because obviously Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell anything like that. So anyway, I thought that was really cute. So I'll start out with the measurements, and we're going to use Lost Lagoon for the card base, 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And then this is the new Natural Hues textured specialty paper, and it's 5 1/4 by 4. And then we're going to use some basic white for the inside, 5 1/4 by 4, and I put a little bit of the leftover paper on the bottom because I like to decorate the inside. So we'll get started. So this is the textured paper, and I'll put this over here, and I'm going to do a little bit of splattering on this because it's kind of stark, and I just want it to, I want to have just a little bit of a splatter. So again, if you just go like this and just bring your, on the what's that, the end called, and then just, it depends on how much you want, and I just want enough to give it a nice background. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, this is going to be fun. You guys are going to love it. Okay, so there's my background, and I have just a little bit of splatter. And then I'm going to stamp in Pecan Pie. I'm going to stamp a few of these, just because it gives it a nice little background. I know. Pen end. No, actually it's the other end. It's the broad end. Yeah, that's the one you want to use, not the pen end. You want to use the broad end. That might be why yours didn't work, because you need to use the broad end. Okay, and then I'm going to put a couple of the arrows, and I think they're kind of cool. And I'm using Early Espresso. I used Pecan Pie for that one. I'm using Early Espresso. I want to get it straight. Okay. That didn't do real good, but that's okay. We'll cover that up. Let's see, I'll go up here. Okay, that didn't turn out so very good. I'll have to redo that, but that's okay, no problem. Okay, so that's the stamping in for the background. So now we're going to, I'm going to show you how to do the spinning technique. So what we have is I saw this online and I bought these. They're called mini metal rotating bearings. And these you can buy on Amazon. They're not expensive at all. I'll send you a link. I'll put a link below and then I'll send you I'll have it on my blog. So what it has is a large end. So I have a large end and a small end. So the large end is going to be the one that mounts on the paper, and the small end will mount on will be the turning part. So the first thing I'm going to do is I cut this out. I did it ahead of time. So, and this is the biggest wheel. I stamped on the Lost Lagoon, and so it would give it just a little character. And then I'm going to add, and yes, I'm going to have to use my glue because this is the best one to use. And I made a circle in Old Olive, and then the other one is in Lost Lagoon. And so I just go around like this. And we're going to put that here. Let me get that up here so you can see it. And that's going to go right around here. As usual, I always make a mess. So this, I'll just kind of wipe it off. The brush end, that's it. That's it. Yes, the brush end. Okay, so that's that. Now, the next piece is going to, we're going to put this on this. This is going to go on this, and then we're going to, oh, did I have any? I might have to go get some. I forgot my, yeah. I need my, my mini glue dots. These work for holding on the bearing, so I forgot those. So mini glue dots, and we're going to put the large end. I'm going to use it with a mini glue dot. Yeah, that's why it didn't work. You're right. So this one will go right here in the center. And then we're going to add another mini glue dot, and that will be, oh, I gotta take my glasses off. I can't see anything. So I'm adding a mini glue dot to here. Well, it didn't come off. So I'm going to add a mini glue dot here. Try that again. There. So now that's on there. And then this is going to go on top of that. And that is the mechanism that turns. See? See? And then we're going to put this on top of that. And again, I'm using the multi-purpose glue, and that will go right on top there. Isn't that cool? And now it goes around and around and around. And then I'm going to use the flower accents, the gold flower accents. I think they look good. And you would think, well, maybe that's a girl's card, but no. It's just a little bit of gold to make it work. So, and then I'm going to add some, you know, my least favorite glue. Thank you. And this will go on here. So that's our first one. And then the second one, we'll do the same thing. I just wanted to show you so you could, you would see them put on. So just remember that the large end goes where you're going to put it on the card. So it will go here. It will go here. and then the smaller one will go here. So I'm going to put that again on with mini glue dot. I have to tell you, I made a bunch of these. Well, I had the stamp of the month for January, and my grandson is 21. You know, everything is dumb for older people. And I sent him one of these cards, and he loved it. I was so pleased because he loved it. He said he opened up his presents with his mom on Facebook. I mean, on she called him, and he opened up his presents, and he said, "Look at this cool card that Grandma gave me." I was so thrilled because, you know, boys like that, they're kind of, they don't say much, you know, and so I'm adding a little bit more. Oops, I should get this in the picture. I'm adding a little bit more glue, and I'm going to put this one down here. There they are. There's the, isn't that cool? I just am so excited about this. Okay, let's put another gold in here. Okay, now I can put my glasses back on. I'm terrible about that. Okay, so then the next one, I'm going to put this on. Don't get any, and then you get too much. That's what my problem is with this glue. And I can't find my little, the little ones that I made, that I gave everybody. I haven't unpacked them yet. So one of these days I'll unpack them. And then I'm going to add I'm going to add this just for interest. This is kind of a fun piece that I cut out in gold, and I used the gold and the silver and the metallic earthen tone that is like a brown, and I think that's kind of pretty. I have one coming. I'll show you. So there's that. Hi, Dean. Dana, how are you? I know, isn't that something? I know. The boys they just don't say anything. They might like it, but they won't admit it, you know. But he told his mom, he says, "Mom, this is the coolest card." I didn't have the bearings yet, so I didn't put those on, but he was pretty impressed, and I was pretty thankful. Okay, then this one will go in the center. This is the earthen tone. I used Earthen Espresso on the other one. I should have used the earthen tone on that one. It would have been pretty, but I didn't. So we'll just add this one in here, and I'm going to dab it a little bit. And then I'm going to add more of these flower accents. I think they look good. They aren't really flowery. Flowery, that's quite a new word. And then that will go in there. I think that's so cute. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to put it on the card base, which is Lost Lagoon. And then we'll do the, and I'm going to use this on this because I don't want to lay it down. So I see other people using this, and I just don't know how they how they do it. I just don't. On the large end, hi Diane. The large end goes towards the card, and the small end is what is up that you put your gears on. So I don't know if you can see it, but let's see, where'd they go? That's me. I lose everything. So you're going to put the large end goes towards the card, and the small end goes up, and then that's what rotates it. So I just think they're so cute, and I will have a link to where I bought them. I bought them on Amazon, and I'll have a link. You can buy like 30 at a time so that you could share them. And then I'm going to use the from Nature's Symphony. It's To a Great Guy, which is perfect for this. And then I could put happy birthday inside. So I'm using this. Thank you, Diane. It's really fun. Get it right so I can see it. To a Great Guy. And then I'm going to use the triple banner punch, which is a new punch. And I'm going to put that in and do the center one. So I'm just going to do that. Punch that out. And then I'm going to put that on with dimensionals. This card has lots of dimension, especially with the rotating. I just love that. Oh, it was so fun to figure it out. Sometimes people give directions and they think you know what you're doing, and I don't. Thank you, Diane. Yes, it is interesting. Fun card. So, To a Great Guy. So, oh, gotta put the center inside in. So 5 1/4 by 4, and then here it is. 5 1/4 by 4, and then I added a piece that's 4 by 3/4 to the bottom, just to give it, just to bring it together. Okay. This goes inside, and you could actually stamp the gears because the stamp set has gears that you could stamp. So you could, I could have stamped inside. I could have put that inside or this inside, one of those. That would have been real cute too. I didn't do that, but I should have. So anyway, that's the card. I thought you would really enjoy this. So I'll show you the other cards that I made. So I made quite a few of them for my stamp of the month, and I've already sent some out because it's always hard to have manly cards, masculine cards. So here's one. It's using a moonlight, can't think of it. Misty Moonlight. And then I like the different silver and gold. I think those are so pretty. And then I use some of the metallic gems on that one. And here's one using the Earthen. This has, interestingly enough, it has light bulbs. I thought those were really interesting. So we've got the Earthen tone, metallic, and then the gold, and then the lights with happy birthday. And then this one I just stamped. I didn't put any, actually didn't put any, this is kind of interesting, a different way. I cut up to the 1 inch line and then adhere that down and then put that over it. And then you just open it up like that. It's kind of a different fold, different fun fold. And then here's one using the long pieces that are in the dies. So these pieces, this one fits inside this one. So you can do 2 different colors. This is kind of a ladder. And then if you want to have a long, just a long piece. So this one is really cool. And I used the pentagons to make it very masculine. And then this one is a square card, 4 by 4, and I just added a little bit of silver. I used silver on this one with the black. I think that's quite stunning. And on this one, I actually heat embossed the copper, and I made the gears copper, and used again Lagoon and Pretty Peacock, which go together great. And there is a stamp, a die to cut out the chevrons. And then the last 2 are feminine ones. Yep, that's right, feminine. Sorry, get that. So this one's purple. And for this piece, which I used on this one, this one was gold. I put purple, Highland Heather, and white. I thought that looked really cute. And then the purple gems and white and purple. So see, it's not just for men. And then here's another one that is feminine, and it's got, I used bubble bath and made the gears bubble bath and then stamped the background. So it doesn't have to be masculine. It can be anything. Would make a good, who knows, maybe an anniversary card. But anyway, that's what I made. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you, Yvonne. That's the, so that this set, the Gears and Textures, has the light bulb. This is the light bulb right here that you stamp, and then it has two, where did I put that one? It has two pieces of dies, and so you stamp this one and cut it out, and then you put this behind it, and that's kind of the, what do they call the thing that, I don't know, whatever, the inside of the light bulb. But anyway, you just mount those together, and I mounted them, and you can see that I popped them up. So this set has those. And it also has a little tiny X right here. So on one of these, I think I used that. Yes, I stamped the X right there. So that was kind of a cool little addition. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I had fun making it. And I will put the link to the rotating bearings. They're right here. And I will put the link below. Thank you, Rebecca. These were really fun. If you don't have this set and you like to make masculine cards, this is the set to get. Here's the, and for anybody on here, if you order this set, I will send you my PDF from January. I will send you that so that you can have the card ideas. So this is the bearing, and it's got the big end, and that goes, the big end goes to, down towards the card, and then the small end goes up. So just remember that, big end down, small end up, and that way it hangs on and it rotates. So fun. So if you share this, I will send this card that we made today to one person that shares. And I can't wait to use it. Definitely getting, yes, I will put that right now. I will put it, as soon as I'm done here, I will put it, I have to download the Facebook Live, and I will send a link to the spinners. And if you share this, then someone will receive this, and I will send it in a padded envelope because I don't want it to get crushed. But so please share. I appreciate it, and thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.